MAMP is a free software distribution that includes integrated versions of the Apache HTTP server, MySQL, and PHP for Mac OS X. You can download MAMP from the website www.mamp.info/en for the English version. On the home page, you'll see that there are two versions of MAMP listed. The free version is simply MAMP, and there's a commercial version for license called MAMP Pro. Click the Download Now link and you'll be taken to a screen that asks you to download a zip file. Download and extract the zip file, and you'll see that it includes a DMG. Double-click to open the DMG file, and you'll see the license agreement for MAMP and MAMP Pro. You're actually installing both products at the same time, but without an explicit license, you'll be working with MAMP under the GNU General Public License. After you read through the license, if you agree, click the appropriate button, and you'll see that the DMG file is mounted as a virtual disk, and the MAMP installation screen is opened. Click and drag MAMP to the Applications folder. That's all you have to do to install it. It takes just a few moments to copy the MAMP folder and all of its attendant files to the Applications folder. Once the copying process is complete, you can then go to the Applications folder in Finder. I'll go to my desktop and press Command-N, and from there I'll navigate to Macintosh HD, to Applications, and from there to MAMP. I'll open the MAMP folder, and from there locate and open the MAMP application. If this is the first time you've run the application, you might be prompted to verify that you want to open an application that was downloaded from the internet. Click Open. When the MAMP application starts for the first time, it loads its home page automatically into a browser. Notice in the URL in the browser that the localhost domain is used with port 8888. This is a non-standard port for the Apache HTTP server. So you'll want to modify both that and the port that MySQL is listening on. I'm going to close the browser and close the Finder window and the installation screen, and that takes me back to the MAMP administrative application. Notice that the status of both Apache server and MySQL server are set to green, meaning that the servers are running correctly. Now I'm going to set the ports correctly. I'll click Preferences, and in the Preferences dialog I'll click on Ports, and I'll click the button Set to Default Apache and MySQL Ports. That sets the Apache port to 80 and the MySQL port to 3306. That sets up the ports to match what Dreamweaver expects when it tries to communicate with Apache and MySQL as you work through the use of MySQL and PHP in your Dreamweaver sites. I'll click OK, and I'll see that the servers are restarted. The spinning icon means that the server restart is in process. You might be prompted to type your administrative password. If so, type it in and click OK or press Return. And then once again, you should see that both servers have started correctly. Then click Open Start Page. This time you should see that MySQL is being listened to on port 3306, the normal port for MySQL, and the one that Dreamweaver expects. And in the web browser URL, you'll see that the request is being sent to localhost without any port information. That means it's being sent to the default port 80. So that's how you install and do basic configuration of your MAMP server. If you have any trouble, try stopping and starting the server again, and try resetting the ports a couple of times. And make sure that you can get to this point before going on to the rest of the video series. You should be looking at MAMP through the local host domain without any port number, or through the default of port 80, and to MySQL through port 3306.